from Nova Scotia Living. And my little niecey poo Moxie. Hi, sweetheart. Anyways, I'm just with my sister-in-law. She's just gone into the store to get something. I don't think I started this video. I don't know. I got up early. What time is it now? It's not quite lunchtime. It's probably, well, I'm holding you guys. Probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock. I just went down to the bank because I don't know if you remember, we were doing a whole bunch of appointments with Dad and stuff. Anyways, I got a bank card and I never activated it. Not that I need to use it, but I had some leftover Euro money for when Mally went on that trip and I wanted to go change it. Like, my personal bank is like one of those online banks, you know what I mean? There's not like an actual building. So I had to go into this building, activate my card so I could change this money. And anyways, that money is going to be used for the trip I take Mally when she has her doctor's appointment next week. We'll go Christmas shopping, school shopping. Anyways, then I stopped to my sister's office. We're just doing a couple of errands on our break. And yeah, I did get up early, did my stuff. I brought some books down from the attic, kids books. Like, I switched out a bookcase, cleaned it off. Now I'm going to put some books on it. And I brought down the Halloween books. I know it's not even close to Halloween, but I felt like playing with books because I like books, kids books and poetry books and, you know, all of that stuff. So I'm going to finish that when I get home, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, it's a nice sunny day. I'm out and about. I want to go home. Mazaya has a friend over. The kids were all still lounging up in their rooms when I left. But that's okay. Well, Mazaya and her friend were up, but yeah. Anyways, I just thought I'd pop in now because I don't think I talked to anybody all day. And yeah. Anyways, my beautiful niece, she's looking for her mommy. She's coming right back, sweetheart. Yeah. It's Friday. Today is Medea's birthday. Very exciting. I wish she was here. I'd give her a great big hug and cook her a nice big meal. But that's okay. I sent her a message. I know out there, like, the time difference, so I'm going to call her after, of course, and sing her happy birthday. Yeah, hard to believe. I remember I was 17 when I had her. Well, when we had her, I should say. We've been together ever since. And yeah, she was cute as a button. She had a whole head of hair, dark hair. She was 7 pounds, 15 ounces. She was my smallest baby. Now that I've had all these other babies, she was my smallest. But she was a good weight, healthy, headstrong, loud, but, you know, I wouldn't change a thing. Anyways. And now she's got 2 little babies of her own, Eddie and Reagan. So, you know, it's amazing how fast, well, time is a concept, but how fast the years go by. So yeah, to see me as a mom at 17, I wasn't done high school, I was in grade 11. I'd be like Mally's age, having a baby. I was working. I took the first part of school off. I was doing correspondence at home, and then I went back to school in January, and I graduated with all the people I went to school with my whole life, with a baby, you know what I mean? And that was cool. A lady down the road, she was a minister's wife. She babysat for me while I went to school. I'd have to bring her there in the morning and pick her up after school. I was working, but I was doing like respite work for this young man. He had like very severe autism, nonverbal kind of thing. So I would do that on the weekends. That was my job. And yeah, those days seem, I remember everything, but it's so long ago. I don't know. It's crazy that my oldest baby, she's always going to be my baby. All of them will always be my babies. But yeah, it's funny. Medea and I are closer in age than her and Maze. It's funny when you think of it that way. There's 20 years difference between Maze and Misha. There's 18 years difference between me and her. So, you know, life is funny that way sometimes. I'll check back in a while. Oh, my back. I got 2 milk crates here. good quality milk crates. And a reusable bag here. I'm gonna go look through the books. There's another one that goes with this. I got this whole set when Medea was a baby. They're Beatrix Potter, Mr. Jeremy Fisher, Ginger and Pickles, Squirrel Nutkin, Jemima Puddle Duck, Two Bad Mice, ooh. And there's another one somewhere's here. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put this. I know I've showed you guys this book before. Mom got this for, I think, Medea? I don't know. There's no note in this. I don't think. No, but it's about the earth talking to people and how we got to take care of the earth. And there's beautiful pictures. And there is some writing, but it's the pictures about the ocean and the animals and the sky and the trees and all that stuff. I love this book. I have some Robert Munch books. Medea used to love Robert Munch. The Real Mother Goose. I love poetry. I'm more familiar with children's poetry, like nursery rhymes and stuff. Come, let's to bed, and Little Tom Tucker. Little Tom Tucker sings for his supper. What shall he eat? White bread and butter. How will he cut it? Without a knife? Question mark. How will he be married without a wife? Like, they're just old things. I have other ones in here too. And this, I'm missing the dust jacket. It's White 19s. And it's a fabulous story by David Christiana, something like that. But it's little fairies and stuff. I forget, but beautiful pictures. Love it. Love, love, love it. Here's an old photo album when Medea went to school. So she would have been like 5. Let me see if I can find a good picture. Like, that's my husband and her, like at her class. Let me see if I can find another good one. There she is. Oh, there. That's when we lived in Halifax. I thought I would bring that down for her to look at. This was from when I was little, and another poems. Mary Mouse book of favorite poems. But I had this as a child, this exact copy. And they're little poems. I plan on leaving the poem books down here all year round. Dennis Lee, Bubblegum Delicious, more poems. Dennis Lee does I have other books, but children's, like Alligator Soup and different ones like that. So I'm going to put those all in a special pile. The Random House book of fairy tales. There. Really cool pictures in it too. And like really nice. Love it. And I had this as a kid. It's one of those books that you can see the pictures if you adjust your focus. You know what I mean? If you kind of look, you can see pictures in it. But to the naked eye like this, it just looks like a pattern. But I thought that would be kind of cool to see if the kids can do it. If you could wear these sneakers, they're little fables and poems. A book about children's rights. The Stinky Truth. What do you think? Do you think that I stink? Said the skunk. Do you thunk that I smell? Well, I think you stink, but I think for a skunk that you smell incredibly well. Anyways, another poem one. Another Dennis Lee one. A bunch of Garbage Delight. Goofy Song, Bike Twister. Like, this is an old book. When was this published? Originally published 1977. Love. Like, these are the kind of things that I would read and listen to. My mom would read and recite different poems, so I'd like to be able to do that someday. The Black Book of Colors, but all the pages are black. Even the words, they're like embossed, kind of. And there's braille in it. The pictures are like embossed. There you can kind of see. But you got to use your fingertips to see them. Which is kind of cool, I think. Another Dennis Lee. Nicholas Knox and Other People. Poems by Dennis Lee. Illustrated by Frank Neufeld. I think he did a couple other ones. But more poems, more pictures. Alligator Stew. This is a more recent edition, even though I've had it for years. Alligator Stew. Another one. Just not as cool an edition as the older one. And I brought down just little dinky things for little ones. The Napping House, a cardboard book. But the pictures are really cool. And it's like, you know, they're all just having a nap. And it's kind of a rhyming story. Very awesome. I still have a couple of boxes of books up in the attic, but I don't need to bring them all down. What do you do with a kangaroo? With kids, pictures are almost just as important as the words, but the encouraging of reading, I think, is a major thing. You throw him out. That's what you do. Get away from my bathtub, said. Get away from my bathtub, you camel. He's trying to get in our bathtub, you know. Just kind of neat. If you're afraid of the dark, again, the pictures. Throw away the house. If the clock stops, use your own hands to tell time. It's just little funny things like that. I've had a couple of copies of this book. I've had it like soft covered, and this is a cardboard box. Each peach, pear, plum, I spy Tom Thumb. Mother Hubbard in the cupboard, Mother Hubbard down the cellar, I spy Cinderella. Yeah, anyways, I can pretty much recite this one. Loved it. Stinky Feet. The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairy Tales. And they're like silly fairy tales. They're made to be extra silly. And the pictures are cool. Mother Goose, old ones. Here, awesome, old, original, I don't know if this is the original publishing. Some of these books are so old. Copyright 1984, so, yeah. All right, Grasshopper on the Road by Arnold LaBelle. This is kind of wonky, but I really like. It's easy. My kids all know how to read, but my grandbabies, you know, when they come to visit, I mean, Evie is a fantastic reader. But if Reagan or Maverick come, you know what I mean, they have some books. Little Helpers, and it's all like cardboard. There, it's about taking care of the earth and feeding the birds like we do. And when you use a cloth grocery bag instead of paper, there's more trees for bears to climb. True, that's true. Another Robert Munsch, Paper Bag Princess. You guys are probably familiar. There's that other one that goes with that set. Ginger and Pickles. Oh, maybe I have 2 copies of that, because I think I said that. Yes, I did. Love You Forever. I gave Medea and Kara both a copy of this book and wrote a little note when they were pregnant to my future grandbabies. So they each have one. Robert Munch, just one goal. Stephanie's ponytail. I love it when you smile. It's really cute pictures. You know, and I'd like to start reading all of these books because I haven't read these books like I used to when I was a young mom. I'm kind of an older mom now, but a young mom, I used to read books all the time. And it's like, now I'm going to make Boris and Magda listen to me read books, whether they look at the pictures or not. Probably when the kids start school. Another Beatrix Potter edition of Treasured Tales from Beatrix Potter. It's probably all those books in this one. And I have another book like this. Not exactly this edition, you'll see it. But very cool. Can you say peace? And it's saying peace in different languages, but it's child friendly. Like, Kenji lives in Japan. Kenji says, heiwa. And it says how the word is spelled, and then in brackets how you would pronounce it. Heiwa. So, yeah. That's pretty neat. Shades of people, because we all come in all shapes and sizes and colors and the rainbow, and we're all equal, everybody. We are all equal. That's at the very end. Yes. Another like sing-along stories. Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black. She had these buttons all down her back. She asked her mother for 50 cents. Yeah. Anyways, just another one. Just Me and My Dad. This was one of Medea's favorite books it was this one or Grandma and Me. It was one of the little critters ones. I have other books in this series, or this, brand, up in the attic, but I brought it down. Little People, but it's one that has doors that you can open up, and it's good for little ones that there's simple words to read, but, they would open the little flaps and see. I thought that's neat. Another Robert Munch, Thomas's Snowsuit. Miss Nilsson is Back. This one was a childhood favorite. My name is Viola Swamp, said the lady in a scratchy voice. It's a good one. This one, I do have the dust jacket for it, but it's ripped, but it's the same picture. But Hiding by Tudor Humphreys. And no one can find me and nobody cares. I'm tucked up snugly under the stairs with my bears. There's little teddy bears down there. So sometimes I'm lonely and sometimes I'm sad. Yeah, anyways, that's a good one. Monkey See, Monkey Do. Another Robert Munch, More Pies. The Gingerbread Man. I think Misha really liked this one when she was younger. Yeah. What is it called? The Strangers from Another Planet. This book used to have googly eyes taped over here, but they're gone. But it's an old book. Very simple book. Same with this one. The Carrot Seed. Very simple, but fun. Elfie, No. It's about a little boy and a dog. It's kind of like me with Magda when she's Still testing the boundaries. Elfie, time for a bath. No, no, no. Yes, 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 but Elfie didn't want to listen. Yeah, that's about right. Come on, Elfie, jump into the bath with me. Elfie blew giant bubbles. Elfie made giant splashes. Elfie got wet all over. Yeah. Yeah, just a fun one. Robert Frost, stopping by the woods on a snowy evening. That could go with Christmas books too, but it's a nice, pretty much black and white. There's a little tinge of color, like his scarf has a little yellow on it, but it's more about the pictures than the words. The words are important too, of course, but I like it. Another Robert Munch. I'm so embarrassed. No hickory dickory dock. No hickory, no dickory, no dock. Caribbean nursery rhymes. So another like poem one. Very cool. Oh, my back. I sent one of these to both Kara and Medea when this was like all the rage. The wonky donkey. It's kind of funny. It's a bunch of words that rhyme with donkey. He only had 3 legs, 1 eye. He liked to listen to country music. Oh, no. He was a spunky, hanky, panky, cranky, stinky, dinky, lanky, honky, tonky, winky, wonky, donkey. Yeah, kind of funny. Just a funny book. I brought this down because when the kids were little, this was a popular one. Sitting on the farm, happy as could be. I had a bumblebee come by me, or something like that. It's about a little girl that's just out and sees all the animals when she's trying to have a picnic. They all come to her. I thought this was cute. Once Upon a Potty. I remember this book when I was little. It's about potty training, ages 1 to 3. And this was Marquise's. I wrote his name when I was potty training. Maybe I'll send that back. But it's about a little baby boy. You can get ones with little girls, I think. But, you know, it's just them learning how to use the potty. It's a big deal. How do dinosaurs eat their food? And the pictures are really cool. Let me find. No, he says please and thank you. He sits very still. But looks like pancakes. The Bear Under the Stairs. Another good one. Yeah. I had a copy of this when I was a kid. This isn't that copy, but it's the same poems, same cover. Only the one I had when I was a child, it was a hardcover one. But I got it when I think Medea or Marquise were little. But it has like all the old pictures and stuff. Yeah, I love it. Love it. This is one that has gone through so many babies. It used to have a little clip that clipped it shut, but 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, knock at the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, the big fat hen. 11, 12, dig and delve. 13, 14, maids a courting. 15, 16, maids in the kitchen. 17, 18, maids in waiting. 19, 20, my plate is empty. That's how often I read it. It's very, 1920, my plate is empty. It might be very trad-wifey, I guess. Beautiful butterflies. I used to have other books like this, and it has like the sparkly, but it's cardboard. It's pretty. It's colorful. Nose to Toes. And the pictures look so soft. That's not my camera being blurry. That's the picture soft. So that. Rumble in the Jungle. And yeah, it's, I think, a rhyming book. Why I Love Nova Scotia. It's a cardboard book. Nice. Message from the Moon. And this is a really cool book too. It's different poems and short stories. No dinosaurs in the park. Fact or fantasy. Nothing is bigger than a dinosaur. The giant Ultrasaurus may be the largest land animal that ever lived. It was 30 meters long and had a mass of about 77 tons. But there is an animal alive today that is even bigger. The blue whale. So that's pretty cool. Little fun facts and things. Silly Dilly Duck. Again, that's an old one. First Stories. 1980. This is the second printing in 1986. But the pictures are like old-fashioned kind of thing, like from my childhood. And nice. That's Mother Goose and Other Nursery Rhymes, a little one. And this, I don't have the dust jacket, The Complete Tales of Beatrix Potter, but that's okay. It'll have them all, which is cool. This, you know how you can order those books with your kid's name in it? This one was Medea's. I got her a Barbie one. She would have just been little. I'll cover up all her name, but oh no, Grammy, Mom and Dad got it from her, for her, to Medea. Spend a special day with Barbie. Love, Grammy and Papa from the sea. But she marked all up in that and everything. She would have just been little. And last but not least in this is more nursery rhymes. And this is an old book. A Bumpkins book. Little poems. And the grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up or down. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 24 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to sit before the king? Anyways, a whole bunch. So that's 2. This is kind of long, but I like playing with books, so. And if you like books, or like kid books, my foot's asleep. These are more Halloween-y one. Which is Halloween. I know it's not even Halloween time, but if I'm going to be doing this, I might as well do it now. Halloween is here, corduroy. A corduroy one. Room on the Broom, a witchy one. This is more just a fall one, the Runaway Pumpkin. I've had a different copy of this. Like, I bought this same story more than once because it got wore out so much. And the pictures in this are fabulous. Like, fabulous. It's about a big runaway pumpkin, pretty much. You can see it rolling down the hill there. A thumpkin, bumpkin, roll-away pumpkin. That's not Halloween, but it's Alice in Wonderland. The best Halloween hunt ever. Squids will be squids. It's fresh morals, beastly fables. It's fables that are kind of twisted. And, you know, moral of the story. The moral, if you are an ant and you're going to dump your best friend for a new one, you should know that echidna is another for spiny anteater. All right. Anyways, I thought that was cool. The Perfect Thanksgiving. This is a really good one too. It's about 2 families that celebrate Thanksgiving. One is like hoity-toity, and there's nothing wrong with that, that goes for a walk after Thanksgiving and, you know, all the things. The other family is like a really hustling, bustling house like us, where you lounge on the couch after you eat because you're so stuffed and uncomfortable. But no, Thanksgiving is the right way to do it, as long as you're with your family, and I love it. How to Make Friends with a Ghost. Fabulous book. Yeah, it's about how to make friends with a ghost. Tons of my friends are ghosts, so it's nothing to be scared of, Sally. Apples everywhere. See, when they were little, they used to get book orders, like from school, you know, those papers they'd send home, and they'd have all these books right cheap, and I used to get a bunch. Shake Them Bones. I think it's about skeletons having a party, and it's, again, I want to read all of these books. That's going to be a goal of mine, to read. Pick a Perfect Pumpkin. The Little Old Lady Who Was who was not afraid of anything. Yeah. The New Monster School. I don't know. Misha probably got that. Looks like from the dollar store, $1.50. Mercer Mayer one. My Teacher is a Vampire. Give Thanks for Each Day. It's more of a Thanksgiving harvest one. Here in Canada, we have Thanksgiving before Halloween, so works out. Fancy Nancy, our Thanksgiving banquet. Hide and Go Seek. It's like Where's Waldo or I Spy. Go to Sleep Monster. I got that at the dollar store. $3. That's pretty nice. I mean, obviously that wasn't the original price, but a Halloween I Spy. Maze has 5 or 6 different I Spy editions up in his room, so this is more of a Halloween one. He can put that up with the rest of them after Halloween. Falling Angels. This one has amazing pictures. Let me find a good one. Amazing pictures. Love it. Shivery Shades of Halloween, a spooky book of colors. So, all right, The Sleepless Little Vampire. Can you tell that I might be having little ones around in the near future? I'm not going to go into detail about it because it's not my, whatever, but if the case there's little ones in the house, I'm going to have some books I can read them or they can explore themselves. So that's why I'm doing this. And I just needed a little pick-me-up, and playing with books picks me up. 10 Orange Pumpkins, and I think it counts down, a counting book. It's very, yikes, there are 9. 9 orange pumpkins sit outside the gate. Which one will the mummy choose? 8. Let me wrap the pumpkin up like a mummy. There are 8. And it goes all the way down to 0. And at the end of it, there's a spoiler alert. They're at a party. The Wolves Within the Walls, or The Wolves in the Walls. This is written by Neil Gaiman. I know there's controversy around him now, but the book is really cool, and the pictures are really cool. I got this before all the controversy. Not that that's an excuse, but I still appreciate the art and things. Very nice, very nice. One Halloween Night. You can often find like holiday books in thrift stores or Frenchies or things like that. And Pippa, a pumpkin fairy. Skeleton hiccups. And rake some leaves, hick, hick, hick. Played with ghosts, hick, hick, hick. It's a skeleton that keeps having hiccups until he scares the bejesus out of himself. That little engine that could saves Thanksgiving Day parade. I know they do that in the States. Where do they do that? Or do they do it in more than one place in the States? But the Macy's Day Parade, that's like Thanksgiving, isn't it? Or just after? I don't know. Leaves fall down. It's more of a fall one, but we're getting there. Halloween is here. It's another one of those little people books with the flaps. This was one of Misha's favorite, Monster Cake. It's so wore and beat up, but this was one of the bigger books when she was really little that she could read. I think we read it so much she probably memorized it so she could read it, but this is one of her favorites when she was little, just little. We're off to find the witch's house. And fun on Halloween Eve or night. That's not Halloween. I don't know why that's in there. I love the cover of this book. Halloween drawing book. It just teaches you how to draw different Halloween characters. The Bat Jamboree. This one is kind of a rhyming one too. About bats. Which witch is which? Alright, we're almost done. We're almost there. How many seeds in a pumpkin? So, not specifically Halloween, but harvest time. The official first day of fall is until September 22nd. So, but they'll all be out. I like pumpkins. I think they're awesome. And this one is kind of rhymey too, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's Halloween night. I don't know. Vampire. Oh, here's another copy of that book, The Runaway Pumpkin. See, this one's whatever. This is not Halloween. This is one I wanted to keep downstairs. Have you filled your bucket today? Or filled a bucket today? That means just doing a kind deed for somebody. One thing. Buy them a coffee. Hold the door open to them. Say hi to somebody that looks like nobody even talks to or acknowledges because they're sitting on the street. Hi. You know. That's putting one more drop in somebody's bucket to make them feel like they're relevant. So that's what that is. It's a really nice lesson. Mom's Choice Award, winner of 9 awards. I think it's a fabulous book. I do. Another Robert Munsch, Makeup Mess. Robert Munsch, Boo. This one's about scaring. It's Halloween. Who will carve the turkey this Thanksgiving? A little boy and a tiger? Or a dinosaur? Is he going to carve the turkey? Trick or treat countdown. It's so funny because I love that my kids are growing, but I miss the days where this was, this was a bigger deal to them than it is now. Not that they don't like books, but they're just older. You know what I mean? And now I've gotten so old, I like kid books again. Yeah. is the last one. Not so much Halloween, but it's a really cool book. Pout, Pout in the big dark. It's about down deep in the ocean, this fish. It's not so scary. It's not so scary. This is an old one. Halloween Fun. I think this was from when I was little. At least I remember this. This page is falling out. But Witch's Brew. And it's like recipes and crafts and stuff. Witch's Brew is 2 cups of orange juice, 1 cup of lemon juice, 4 cups of apple cider, 1 cup of icing sugar, and mix everything together in a big jug. While you are stirring, chant in a deep voice, Andy, dandy, fiddly, foo, happy, yappy, witch's brew. Things like that. I thought it was cool. This is an old one I had when I was little because I had that stamp, that face. It's a happy face stamp, and I used to stamp my books like a librarian. The Witch Who Was Afraid of Witches. And The King of Halloween Castle. And last but not least, One Fine Shabbat. I'm probably not saying that right. I think that's Jewish holiday. Sabbath. Maybe you don't pronounce the H. I don't know. But yeah, going for a fall picnic with the leaves and having cider and, you know, that sort of thing. That's pretty cool. And that's all my kid books. So I might divide them up how I want them on the shelf. And if one of the kids want to put it on the shelf, they can. If not, I'll do it. I just want to try to make sure I don't exclude them if they don't want to be excluded, because, you know, I want them to love books as much as me. All right. Well, I'm going to sit down. My husband was out here watching TV, so I can open the doors now. Oh, well, hey friends, it's Tracy from Another Day. I'm putting an ending on this video. I know this is kind of I just ate a hamburger, so kind of an off video, but I just needed a day after doing the stuff I did that morning to just play around with books. So for those that don't care for books, I understand if they skipped ahead or whatever, but I don't know. I just get good feelings when I play with books. Grown-up books or kid books. He wants to lick my plate, but he's not. You can't have mustard. You're allergic. Anyways, yeah, that was fun. That made me feel better. And yeah, I'll do that again at Christmas time because I have a whole bunch of Christmas boxes of books. Oh, just a sec. Yeah, anyway, so for record, I guess, my little part of my child book library, you know what I mean? It was fun. Just sitting there playing with books. I enjoyed it. It made me feel better. There's a picture at the very end of this. That's chicken breast and green beans, I think. Mally made that. What are you doing, bud?
I have to get my charger.
Oh. Anyways, I just want to try to edit a few videos. This is the second video I've edited today. While I have a couple of hours, I want to try to get some stuff off my phone so I can get it edited, so I can get it uploaded, so I'll have more room to film. I don't know what the next video is going to be because I haven't done full vlogs like I did at the beginning of summer. August has been whackers crackers, and it still is. I just have a little reprieve this evening, so I'm getting this one done. And yeah, for you book people out there, you might like looking at books. And I do plan on reading these two fools. Those books, really, I'll be reading them for me, but they'll just be present in the room, so they get the benefit of me reading them stories too. Why not? Why not? What?
Can I use the one that's on the kitchen table?
You can see if it works. Anyways, I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. Yes, we do, Boris and Magda. All right, guys, with that, I'm going to say have a good night or have a good morning, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye. Boink.